So I'm here at NBC 7 Studios, and I was going to pick up a good friend of mine, but I don't see him up here. I don't know if you guys know Joe Little from NBC 7 News, but he's a great storyteller dude, and I wanted him to maybe be a guest speaker, but I don't know. I guess he's not here today, so I'm just going to take off. Wait a minute.
Brent!
Wait a minute.
Dude!
Joe, is that you?
Stop the bus,
Dude,
man.
I'm stopping right up here.
Dude, I can't.
Are you able to run next to the bus?
Dude, I'm so sweaty right now. Could you
Come on,
please?
dude. Come in here. It's air conditioning here.
You're like the worst Lyft driver
Come on.
ever,
Get in the back, though, so we're social distance.
Oh, yeah. I got to sit like 6 feet away from you, man.
Absolutely. I mean, it's responsible, right?
It's more of a body odor thing.
Dude, look at you. It's Joe Little from NBC, dude.
I'm on the distance learning bus.
You're on the distance learning bus. I'm on the distance learning bus.
This is a career moment for me.
Hey,
I've done some impressive things.
Thank you for being on here. And I mean, since you're on here, I wanted to tell you, I teach this multimedia class at Cajon Valley High School. And I know you're a huge multimedia guy.
Kind of like it a lot.
I know you love it. And I see your stuff. And I wondered if you could talk a little bit about today, what you do for a living and how you make money. And we can translate it to the kids. I know I'm supposed to be looking at the road here.
Nah,
but
you're fine. You know the route.
I'm in shell shock, because I got this celebrity on the distance learning bus, guys. What's going on here?
Oh, man. Are you not going to sing the song?
Well, we're definitely singing the song.
All right.
Let's say it.
Let's sing that first.
You want to sing it first?
I don't know, man. I don't know the words.
Okay, here's the words. You ready?
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4. Distance learning bus. Hey, it's distance learning bus. Hey, it's the distance learning bus. Distance learning bus. Here we go.
I feel like that's a newer version.
It's a newer version. It's a different version, right?
Just came to you.
I'm vibing off of you right there, man.
I hope you can auto-tune that later.
In the back seat.
So what do you want to know, Brent?
I want to know, how did you get started in multimedia operations, whatever you want to call it? How did you get involved in this career that you're doing?
This one-man band job, basically.
Sounds good to me.
I shoot, write, and edit every single one of my stories every day.
So you're a one-man show.
One-man band. I play all the instruments at the same time. To be honest with you, I actually started in the business trying to be a sports anchor for ESPN.
Okay.
Got to college, worked towards all this stuff, learned how to shoot, write, and edit.
Hold on, there's some fast traffic here. I don't want you to fall out.
Yeah, don't.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I should react to the awesome video here.
Here we go. We're on the freeway now. First time on the freeway,
I'm really warm in here. I'm going to hang my head out the window.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, get some air.
Oh,
get some air. Let me turn down the AC, though.
Yeah, dude, it's hard work. Anyway, so I went to graduate school at Syracuse, and I wanted to be a sports anchor, and the boss said, no. You're going to do news. You'd be better off doing news.
But Syracuse has a huge athletic program. I mean,
they call it Sportscaster University.
Yeah.
All the people who work at ESPN were Syracuse graduates.
Gotcha.
But I mean, he was smart. He said, go do news. You'll be better off. And sure enough, he was. And throughout my career, I really I kind of liked the artistic aspect of shooting and editing, but I also had this huge ego that needed to be on television as well. I mean, his head is full of ego.
Your last name is not the size of your head.
Negative. No,
okay.
My ego is not little in any way whatsoever. But I love doing it. But I've enjoyed my entire career. I've sort of tinkered with shooting and writing and editing at the same time. And then in 2007, when it sort of became a real thing, like this is actually a job you can do in San Diego, started doing it. And now literally what I do is all over the country, from New York City all the way down to Glendive, Montana, the smallest market in the nation.
Yeah.
So I love it. I do it because I love it.
So what kind of a gear did you start on when you were first starting out? Like, tell me I want the inside scoop on like.
If I had to use the camera I used back then, now, I would have more gear on than this arm brace. This camera was the size of the distance learning bus, and I had to carry that thing around all day long. It was called an M2 camera, not even a beta. It was the size of a small vehicle.
Would it have like a VCR tape in it?
I don't know. I'd say like this big, but all the electronics were like the original computer. You need a forklift, and thank God I was young and healthy at the time. Now I'm just old and broken. So now I use a little camera about this big. And sometimes I have shot stories on my iPhone. So,
and you can make money doing this?
I make a decent living now.
These kids out here don't believe that you can make money doing what you're doing, man.
I will say this, honest answer, starting out as a journalist is rough.
Yeah.
You learn cup of noodles and all the food groups that go with that. Top ramen.
Maruchan.
Yes.
Maruchan.
Loser sandwiches, which is just like a slice of meat on your hand.
A jam sandwich.
Oh yeah,
Take
just
two pieces of bread, you jam them together.
That's what it is. But just like the minor, like professional baseball, you start out in single A, you go to double A,
Yeah.
go to triple A, feeling good about yourself.
Yeah. And if you're real good,
you get to the big show. And I'm in the big show now. I make a living doing this.
Yeah.
But you have to sacrifice.
Do you travel all over the country, or are you primarily here in San Diego?
I'm a local San Diego reporter, but I have gone to I've gone as far away as Pakistan.
Wow.
I've gone to horrible places like Michigan.
What were you doing in Pakistan? I mean,
I had a fellowship, and so they sent us out to Pakistan for a couple of weeks, and we actually worked with the Pakistani television media and said, like, hey, you shouldn't go on television and lie. So let's do it right.
We got Pakistani kids here at Oklahoma Valley.
Really?
Yeah, man. We got them all, dude.
I loved Pakistan.
We're like a magnet school for kids from all over the world. They apply to come here from like China and Venezuela and Pakistan.
Well, they got the distance learning bus. Why would you go anywhere else?
That's right. We go pick them up and bring them on in.
Yeah. They don't sit in the last row like I do, though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Should pay attention. There's a red
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Whoa. Hey.
I mean.
So tell me more. You were obviously a young guy, so you probably just got out of college. What, a couple years ago?
A couple weeks ago. Fresh.
Couple weeks ago. Okay.
Yes.
You graduated during distance learning.
I did.
Good to hear.
Then I ate that young man.
Okay. So it looks like multimedia can age you pretty quick, right?
Oh, dude, I just got a fresh do today. I cut my hair super short just to hide the grays. It sucks.
What's the craziest story you've ever covered?
All right.
And it can be a serious story. It can be serious or not serious.
The craziest story, and I was actually telling, what's that name of that dork, assistant principal?
Oh, you mean Mike Falconer?
Falconer,
Yeah.
what a dork.
You know he used to be in the SeaWorld show?
I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that. Was he Biff?
Was he Biff used to be in there.
Okay, anyway.
Biff and Skippy?
I kid. He was great. What was the question? Oh, craziest story.
Yeah, what was the craziest story besides Mike Falconer?
I was telling Mr. Falconer that on 9/11/2001.
That sounds like a serious story.
Very serious.
Yeah.
I was one of the first reporters of the crash of Flight 93.
That's crazy, in Pennsylvania.
I walked up to the crater before the police were.
Oh my gosh.
And I was just by chance. That was the craziest story.
Did you have a camera, or
I was actually
were you just by yourself?
I was working with an older photographer, another photographer, and he and I were shooting another story just by chance, and then our boss goes, "Man, that plane down right where you are."
Yeah.
We're like,
I gotta get over there. So you got on the distance learning bus and
we were going off-roading, getting through some farm fields.
Yeah.
And that was the craziest one. But my craziest, busiest, most ridiculous day was one of my proudest days.
Okay.
I was anchoring the Sunday morning newscast, 3 hours live with a co-anchor.
Okay.
And then the Napa earthquake happened. Do you remember the Napa earthquake?
I do remember the Napa earthquake.
Sort of like you're driving.
Yes.
And
are you having flashbacks right now?
It is. I mean, it's just brutal. And he Caltrain's like really smooth up this highway here.
You know what? Didn't we pay some extra money for like gas tax?
No, you got that
what
back
happened
during
to all
the
that?
You got that back during the pandemic. $1,200. That's where I get it.
They turned it into masks. I guess.
That's great. My mask is completely soaked through by now.
Mine is too.
Yeah, so
that's because I'm spitting so much.
Anyway, so I was anchoring the newscast. The Napa Valley quake happened. I'm wearing a suit and tie. I walk off the set. My boss says, "Go home, get your gear. You're going to Napa." I immediately get on a plane, fly to Oakland, get in a rental car, drive to Napa.
You think you're going to like a winery or something?
I knew the winery was probably gonna be closed.
Okay.
But it was like I'd never been to Napa. I don't drink wine, and I don't go to Napa, or certainly not Oakland.
Right.
Or San Francisco. The place is just a cesspool.
It's just too expensive.
Well, they're horrible sports fans. Like no one likes those teams up there.
Yeah, we need more Padre fans.
Amen, sister.
Yeah.
So I shot, wrote, and edited a story. Went live at 5 o'clock by myself.
Okay.
I shot, wrote, and edited a story. At 6 o'clock, went live by myself.
Yeah.
Did a whole nother story for the 11 o'clock newscast, all by myself. So I anchored a newscast, flew to another city.
Yeah.
Did 3 stories, and 2 live shots by myself.
All in the same day?
All in one day.
Wow.
And then, went to my hotel room at like midnight just to be told that it was closed because they had no running water because their pipes, the earth.
Yeah, earthquake.
But I stayed there for another day. But my eventual wife was producing that newscast. She got an Emmy for that show.
Congratulations.
And I got an Emmy for my coverage.
Congratulations to you.
Craziest day. Anyway, that's.
You've won Emmys.
I won a few of them.
Do you know the number?
17.
Jeez, man, that's a lot of Emmys.
It's cool. They're great bottle openers.
Yeah.
Home protection.
I'm trying to remember the name of the show that they just had the Emmy Awards the other night, and I watched it. And there was some show that just cleaned up.
We can't say it on this video.
We're not able to say it.
It's The Creek.
It's The Creek. It's one of my favorite shows in the world, but
you kids don't say that word at home.
That's right.
That's only for mommy.
So you've got more Emmys than The Creek.
I like to think so, but mine are only like the local ones. The national ones are like that big.
Well, they're like 2 inches taller. That's
if you want to worry about, what is that coming towards us behind, dude?
Wait, we got Babylon.
You got the po-po. Slow down.
Yeah, okay. Now I got my mask on.
Be cool.
I got my mask on.
We're good. We're good.
No, I got my mask on.
I got sweat. See, a little sweaty there.
And I can see you're seat belted in safely. Not seat belted in safely.
My gut keeps me safe, grounded to this seat here.
Well, yeah, at least you got some padding, so if you do fall.
I got so much padding. Okay. I got like my own personal airbag.
I'm the same way. I got like my COVID, they say, what is it, COVID 60 or I don't know.
Nice.
Yeah.
Plus my ego is like, you can't break it.
Yeah, I got my COVID 160 on, I believe.
I got some COVID going on here.
We seem to have some sort of a accident or something going on here. Do you need to jump off and cover this story? Or
let me just check
police and fire trucks and...
Y'all good?
Yeah. Okay, they're good.
Yeah, they're good.
I'll just flick on the emergency lights here.
I got a story today already.
Okay, well, we're coming into El Cajon. Do you know anything about El Cajon?
My dad used to live here. He lived here my dad retired from being a doctor in Virginia, and he moved out here, and so I came here a lot, 2nd Street a lot.
And is there any way we can get him on the distance learning bus?
No, because he moved back to Florida.
Okay, well,
because he really wants to be with the Rona.
Yeah, right. They're doing a lot of Rona.
He wants to be with Hurricane Rona.
Hurricane Rona activist.
He's got it all there.
Okay.
Favorite place? I know it's not in El Cajon.
Yeah.
But it's just right outside Hooley's.
Hooley's. Okay, that's a restaurant, right?
Corned beef tacos, right outside.
Corned beef tacos. Oh, you know what?
It's a game changer, brother.
I went there once with this guy, Graham McIntosh, who walked the entire perimeter of Baja, and he wrote some books about it. And he and I had corned beef tacos there now that you're talking about that.
Great deal.
It is a great deal and a great place.
That whole walking around Baja thing, though, I'm never going to do that.
That's impossible, man. Have you ever been to Baja?
Yes.
Yeah, it's wild and woolly down there.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Plus, walking in general, why would you do that when you can get on the social distancing bus?
I mean, dude, let's take the
Distance learning bus, not the social distancing bus.
Well, today it's definitely the social distancing bus.
There's some kind of distancing going on.
Yeah. We got this car coming up behind us. It looks kind of shady here.
Yo, man, back off!
Back off. We're doing distance learning.
We're
doing distance learning. Joe Little's telling you right now.
6 feet from my rear bumper.
That's it.
Fool.
Hey, so is there
driver? It's a freshman.
Is there anything that you could tell our kids about in multimedia?
Yes.
What's the number one thing they want to learn going out of high school? If they want to go straight into the workforce, or should they be going to college, or what should their next step be after high school?
If you want to do this, television news journalism, I would suggest going to college, just because it's going to put you on an even playing field with the other candidates who are applying for jobs.
Okay.
But as you're in college, as you're doing your internships, and this might go for every other profession, but especially television journalism, learn everything. No one is hiring for a one-trick pony anymore.
Right. Nobody's hiring cameraman only.
No, there's no photographers. Right. There are no reporters. There's no directors.
An editor.
There's no editor.
Yeah.
You are going to be asked to do more and more, especially in the early years. You're going to be told to shoot, write, edit. Now, I'm 44. I've been doing this for 21 years. I choose to continue to do this. I could get a photographer if I wanted to. I don't play well with others, which is why I'm sitting far away from you. I just don't like you.
I just thought you were just trying to be safe and healthy, like coronavirus.
It's been a hot day. I'm sweating here. I smell bad.
Yeah, I mean, I've got some perspiration going on myself.
You're not Bath and Body Works either, so.
Yeah. I feel like I've been playing sports at Syracuse University.
We could have some
like
pumpkin spice on you any second. That'd be great. What was my point? Oh yeah, learn everything.
Learn everything. Okay, that's a good bit of advice.
Learn everything.
Go to college if you want to be a television journalist.
And learn everything.
Okay.
Don't be a one-trick pony. Just envelop yourself with all the jobs.
Here's a weird question. You do anything with drones?
We do. I don't personally, just because you need to get a license, and I'm just too lazy. But I like the shots that you can get from above.
Yeah.
I have a drone. It's called a GoPro on the end of a broomstick.
Right. You just throw it up in the air.
I've done that. Totally done that. Looks brilliant. Makes people sick, but look where I go down the high school. This is such a cool school. I love it.
Dude, look at these nice buildings in the back. These are all like brand new.
Some responsible desertscape California native plants.
Does this look like this school was built in 1950, whatever it was?
No, I seriously, when I pulled up to this joker, I was like, no, this is like a 10-year-old school. This is not old at all. And then it's just the teachers who are old here.
That's true. That's a true statement. This is my 23rd year here at the school. I feel like I'm 90 years old. This school has aged me, man.
I'll never be invited back.
I got this like fake gray beard that I sewed onto my mask.
Oh, that totally works out nicely.
Yeah, I'm actually clean shaven.
It's like one of those visors that has a little cool
right, with a little fro on it.
Yes, I need that. Yes. I actually just comb my back hair up over the top of my head.
Oh, you do a little back combing.
It is nice.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah,
that looks good.
If you let it hang down your back, it just gets weird.
Hey, how's your vocals these days? You do a little singing with the Tabernacle Choir or anything like that?
I was a backup singer for Bob Marley.
Oh, that's impressive. I like that.
It was actually the first artist name that came to my head, and it's only because Emilio's here, and I'm like, this guy's rocking.
Dude, I don't know if you know this, Emilio and I play reggae music. Like, I play bass, he plays drums, and we back up a lot of these Jamaican singers that come here to San Diego.
That's awesome.
Yeah. All right. Different story.
Next bus ride.
Next bus ride.
To the Del Mar Fairgrounds.
Okay, can you harmonize at all?
We can certainly try.
We're going
to try. I can lay down a funky beat.
If you can do a beat or something like that, then I'll just kind of like, I'll just get into the lyrics.
I'll probably just sort of lean on my backup dancer days with Beyonce.
Okay, we can do that too.
Let's just feel it.
Since we stopped, if you need to stand up in the bus, it's okay at this point. I don't want you standing while we're driving, but since we are stopped, you could do a little number or whatever, okay?
We'll see what happens.
Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Distance learning bus. It's the distance learning bus. We're logging on to Zoom. We're going down to school on the distance learning bus. Bus. Yeah.
I was cheering for myself already. I was like,
dude, we're getting down right now.
I pulled something.
I pulled something. I think I just pulled my larynx.
I gotta go see it.
Is that a real word, larynx? I'm not a science teacher.
No.
They don't want me teaching science.
I gotta go put this story together for you.
Hey, that sounds good. Hey, thanks. Virtual high fives.
Crack.
Hey, Joe Little, thank you so much for joining our class today.
All right, man, I'm gonna get off the bus now.
We'll see you next time, dude. We'll see you on the next. Hey, look out! We got a workman's comp claim there.
I'm good.
Is this guy okay? Joe, are you there?
Hold on, I'm calling my lawyer.
Joe?
Suing the school district.
Joe.
What's happening?
No, Joe.
Can you please back the bus up?
Joe. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Not dead yet.
Well, guys, that was Joe Little from NBC 7. And I think he is definitely signing off right now. Peace out from ECB.